Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Steelbook edition of Scream. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Scream is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Paramount Pictures. It comes in a standard slipcover as well as a steelbook, both of which are available at your local and online retailers if you can find them. Now, as far as the movie itself goes, I've always been a big fan of Wes Craven and horror in general. And of course, when Scream came out, it was pretty much praised as a commentary on horror films, both present day, well, for the 90s, and those of which came before. It is, for the time, that modern kind of horror movie. It's got a snarky comedy to it. It's some intense moments, and of course the whole mass killer thing, which has, I feel, a very fresh spin for the type of movie that it is. I really enjoyed it. I think Craven did a great job directing this one, and I'm also one of the few people that really enjoyed Scream 2. The later sequels are, a little bit hit or miss, but I'm actually looking forward to the new version. Hopefully that will measure up despite not having Craven at the helm. But yeah, I enjoyed the film. It's got a great cast, good location and atmosphere, and it still holds up. It's been a number of years since I've watched it. I have owned the existing Blu-ray. But revisiting this now on 4K, I'm reminded how much I do enjoy it. I think it's really cool, and if you've never seen Scream, I would definitely check this one out, especially if you can get a 4K copy. Okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment, but first, let's do a quick unboxing of the Steelbook. Okay, we have the 4K Steelbook edition of Scream. When you compare it to the original slipcover, I like both, I'll be honest. But for me, the Steelbook is the way to go, and that's what I have. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, it's not exclusive to Best Buy. It is available, if you can find it, in your local and online retailers. And then we have the back cover, and the spine, and then interior, artwork on the disc. So, yeah, very nice presentation. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Scream on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution in HDR10 and Dolby Vision for the grading. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision encode. Now, the movie does have a fine layer of film grain which looks very cinematic. It does not appear any DNR or post-processing was applied. A good portion of this film does take place at night, and thankfully black levels are spot on. Whether it's Casey trying to escape the Ghostface killer at the beginning of the film, or Gail and Huey, like when they're walking around looking for the vehicle, it looks very good there, appropriately deep. And shadow detail is also on point. Sydney talking on the phone, and when she's initially first talking to the killer, you get a good sense of detail in those spots. For the most part, black levels are really good here and appropriately rendered with Dolby Vision. The color palette here, I feel, takes on more of a natural appearance in this 4K Ultra HD. The Dolby Vision renders that particular palette very well. I think that the daytime scenes really look great here with general landscaping. It's kind of got a bit of a lushness to it. And I would say particular pieces of clothing, such as Gail's jacket or Tatum's pants, I think look really good here. Red kind of stands out in particular. But other colors, primaries especially, look very good, and Dolby Vision, I feel, does a good job in those areas. When it comes to the increase in overall detail, I feel the 4K Ultra HD offers a moderate improvement. Clothing and costuming, I feel, are the biggest beneficiaries. Whether it's Casey's sweater at the beginning of the film or the killer's outfit, you get that nice extra layer of texture, and it's very noticeable. But some aspects, such as skin, can look a little bit on the soft side. Yeah, you can still make out Sydney's freckles and other imperfections, especially in close-up shots, but sometimes those areas can be a little bit hit or miss. Scream on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix. From what I can determine, it's pretty much the same track ported over from the existing Blu-ray. Obviously, it's very disappointing we didn't get a Dolby Atmos upgrade here. I think it would have opened the soundstage up quite a bit. But that being said, the DTS 5.1 still has a good energy, and it handles the soundtrack very well. The center channel handles dialogue clean and clear, no issues to report at any given moment. In the front speakers, a bulk of the movie does take place up front, and it handles those audio cues very well, and it complements the center channel nicely. And the rear speakers, there's not a whole lot of activity back there. As I mentioned, it's very front heavy, but occasional ambience and musical cues can be heard back there. And the LFE channel has surprisingly got a bit of heft to it. It has a good energy, you feel the occasional rumble in your seats. It's not going to be overly aggressive though. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Scream on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a B+. The improvements to the overall quality here over the Blu-ray are very noticeable. With the aid of Dolby Vision, colors have a natural lushness to them, black levels are very nearly perfect, and while the increase to detail in general is moderate at best, I still feel it's well worth the investment on 4K. For the audio mix, I'm going to give this one a B+ as well. The DTS 5.1 is a very solid offering. If you have the existing Blu-ray, it isn't anything you haven't heard before, but it has a very good energy to it, and it's an overall very pleasing listening experience. So that is my review of Scream on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.